We're talking about the one sex fact that has been drilled into your head since your very first period. No pregnancy before it's time. Hi, welcome to The Basics with Dr. Mo. I'm your host, Dr. Mo. I was curious to know, did this message stick? I asked women on a scale of 1 to 10, with 10 being very worried. How worried are you about getting pregnant?
That scale goes from like 10 to 15.
That would be the top, if not the most important.
10. 10 times 1,000. It's
Very.
10. Because I have a son, so I'm not trying to have anyone right now anyway.
7. It's a very big thing to get worried about.
A 6 maybe?
like a 4.
2?
A 0 because I'm on the pill and I use condoms.
Oh, a couple of off the charts and a few outliers who are not particularly worried at all. I didn't see that coming. Should you worry so much about getting pregnant? According to a recent study from the Max Planck Institute for Demographic Research, it turns out that if you're not using any form of birth control, the chance that you'll become pregnant within a year is, drumroll, about 90%. Basically, if you don't use birth control, you will get pregnant.
I honestly never tried birth control.
I don't have a lot of experience with birth control, so it's kind of hard for me to speak on that.
I don't personally use it because there is the whole gaining weight and my mood swings and all of that. That's a little concerning.
I feel like it's very unnatural, and I feel like it's so many different side effects. It affects women in different ways. Like sometimes it agree with women and sometimes it doesn't. And when it doesn't, it's really, really bad.
For a while, I wasn't against it, but I don't really like, I'm not the type to really take pills or take anything from it. I just kind of like the natural route. Like if it happened for a reason. But right now, I think birth control is like super important.
Well, I've been on birth control since I was 14, so I hate it.
I've had a lot of sort of disappointment in terms of the options and availability that I've had for birth control. And so I've tried such a range of different forms of birth control, and I feel just depending on where I'm at with what I'm using, I feel pretty alone actually in terms of feeling precarious or feeling uncertain about, even if when I am being, quote unquote careful or responsible, right? I feel as if I'm harming my body or my hormones in some ways.
I think it's a good thing to a certain extent. I don't think it should be used as a way to, for women who just want to have sex all the time. I don't think it's like, I feel like if you're in a relationship and you're on birth control because you don't want kids until later down the line, I don't think it's a bad thing.
I think birth control should be more available to women, especially to those who may not be able to afford it, because they should be able to explore their sexuality freely without the worry of getting pregnant. This isn't 50 years ago, so women should definitely have that right to birth control.
I think it's a great option. I think if you'd like to take it, you should take it. I think everyone has a choice though. You shouldn't be forced to take it. You shouldn't be looked down upon if you do or don't take it. I think it's everyone's own opinion.
Birth control, it's a mixed bag. Pretty much everyone is glad it's available, but the side effects and the fact that it doesn't really feel natural bothers people. Let me share this incredibly ugly chart from the Centers of Disease Control and Prevention. The chart lists the types and effectiveness of different kinds of birth control. In case you didn't notice, let me bring your attention to the fact that condoms are on the list for birth control. Just saying. As always, I want to give a huge thank you to all of the women who share their stories. We couldn't do this without you. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, and share The Basics with Dr. Mo, because you deserve to know. Thanks for watching.
Sex.